question of how does one respond as a spiritual practitioner, as a yogi, to this world that's so chaotic, to the current administration and some of the things that are distressing about what's happening in this country, and then to world events that are equally distressing or even more so, has a lot of people really anxious, upset, frustrated, wanting to do something, but not sure how or what might be useful. It does resonate with me personally in the sense that I do believe in keeping up with what's going on in the world. And I don't obsessively read every article. I see the headlines. I try to get some objective, as much as possible, some objective view of what's going on. And I'm concerned about what's happening in Gaza, what's happening in Ukraine, in Sudan, in the Far East. There's so many places where there's so much suffering and injustice. And so I'm concerned about that. I'm not finding myself obsessively anxious about these things. And I think specific populations in the United States have a reason to be anxious because of either their work or their family or their ties to certain populations that feel threatened by the government, by events that are without precedent, at least in our lifetime, in terms of the way the government has moved to disqualify people from living legally in the country, has taken action against people who they feel are inappropriately supporting the regime that the government isn't in favor of, like people protesting against the war in Palestine. And so that concerns me, but these are the people that I want to support and provide any spiritual guidance that I can. So I'm involved in that sense, that I want to help think about a way forward from a spiritual point of view. And that's led me to be in conversation with other people, to read and hear from other leaders, especially spiritual leaders, and then to try to make space for people to have a chance to talk about it together and feel like they can be supported by their Sangha. I mean, we all agree that it doesn't help us to get so upset that we can't function well. It doesn't help us to lose the things that keep us in balance, that enable us to maintain our balance, you could say, our equanimity. So to have a regular, habitual spiritual practice on a daily basis is a great foundation for dealing with anything that comes up in life.